Ladies and gentlemen, babies and elephants, welcome to another new video. My name is Lee, and today I want to share with you guys Explosive Arrow. This is a very budget build. It's part of my budget series now because I noticed that a lot of people, especially new players out there, or people who've barely played the game, or casual players out there, they need help, right? They haven't found there's not much guides out there that caters to them or to their budget. A lot of builds out there are way beyond their budget, and sometimes I encounter the same problem as well. So I'm trying my best to find the right budget to play whatever I want to play, you know? So Explosive Arrow, this is a very good and fun build to play with. The map clearing is exceptional. The only problem, I'm very honest with you, the only problem that you might face is just that the single target is not that satisfying compared to a lot more builds out there. But hey, it's budget build and it's something different that you can try it out. There are a lot of min-maxing potentials for this build. As you can see here, I only have 4k health, and you might be thinking, oh my god, how can you even last in 4k health? Yes, I understand that. With the restraining budget that I have, I'm trying to make it as cheap as I can to make it work. Actually, if you've seen the showcase, I've done a few tier 16 maps with a bit juiced up. The bossing is so-so. It's not great, but you know, it still gets the job done. You might die here and there, but you know, I'm not going to show that on camera, am I? So, needless to say, there is a lot of min-maxing potential in the build here. In terms of gear, you can get a lot more better gears, a lot more better armor, a lot more better rings, better gloves, better boots, a lot of stuff that you can add on that gives you a much more life. Potentially, this build can go up to about 5k, no problem. Right? So without further ado, I'm just going to jump straight into the build. First off, I'm going to talk about is the Ascendancy. So definitely we are going for Deadeye because we want additional arrows and the area of effect. Now, when you pick up the Deadeye, first thing you want to pick up, okay, I'm assuming now that you are starting from scratch a new character, okay? If you're an existing character, then fine. But new character, first off, you want to go and pick up Gathering Winds. This one gives you evasion. This one gives you a lot of mobility and movement speed because of Tailwind. So each time you use a travel skill, each skill that you use, not travel skill, any skill that you use, they will give you increased 10% of the Tailwind effect. So what does Tailwind do? Tailwind gives you action speed 10% increase. Action speed meaning everything, whether it's attack speed, whether it's cast speed, whether it's move speed, anything we do with speed is 10% increase. So this is a really good first skill that you want to pick up. And then after that, you want to pick up Far Shot. So this one gives you Far Shot, meaning that projectile attack gains damage as they travel further. So the further damage, the further away you shoot, the more damage they will get. You'll get increased damage. And then after that, you want to go for Endless Munitions. So this one gives us additional arrow. And also, it gives us a 50% increased area effect, which is really sweet. And last but not least, you want to pick up Fast and Deadly. So this one gives us attack speed, projectile damage, and also global accuracy rating as well. So this is the Ascendancy for Deadeye, very straightforward. And next up, we're going to talk about the gear choices. Now, the gear choices is very flexible. The only sixling, you only need one sixling for your main skill. That's it. You don't need 6 on your bow. The bow can even be a 4-link. It can be not even linked, just 6 socket, not even linked, no problem. The only thing you need is the 6 for the main skill. Other than that, everything else is very flexible. There's a lot of skill gems that you can put in and test it out and try it out. You know, go crazy, just try different stuff. I went with a very basic layout. So for the bow, I'm going to go for 2 additional arrows Death Office. Just because of the 2 additional arrows. You can pick up a lot more bows out there. You can even use a custom crafted bow as well that has additional arrow. It's up to you. This one just because of the 2 additional arrow. The budget for this build is very cheap. You can get it done for like less than 50C. Very low budget. This bow itself only costs you 10C. Non-5-link. A 5-link one will cost you about 15C, 16C. If you see anything then more than that and you want to get a 5-link, what you can do is you get a bow that is as cheap as you can, socket it yourself to up to 5 or 6 sockets, and then get the what do you call? Ah, crap. What is it called? From Navali. I'm gonna get what's it called? I know you guys must be thinking you know what I'm trying to tell you. And it is called Prophecy. God damn it. So Prophecy, you can get Jeweler's Touch, which gives you guaranteed 5 link. Okay? That one will cost you about 4 to 5 chaos. Cheap. So all in all, the bow 10C to 15C. The armor, very simple, Skin of the Loyal, a bit better version of the Tabula Rasa. If you are a new character, Tabula Rasa. If you are an existing character, just go for this one. More budget, go ahead, go better. You have much better options out there. You can upgrade yourself. You can go for Hiri's Ire or anything like that that gives you more damage on your bow attacks and attack speed and stuff like that. Okay. For the helmet, I picked Stakonya's head because of the flat life and attack speed and crit chance. They are very simple, straightforward helmet. Nothing too fancy. The signal fire is a bit pricey. It's going to cost you about 20C. Yeah, about 20 chaos. Just because we want to have the addition, gain extra physical damage and fire damage, and converting 50% of physical damage to fire damage. That's what we want. So mainly it's just for the conversion from the quiver. I believe that you can actually. That was bad. Okay, so anyway, signal fire. The amulet will be getting Affix on because of two things. We get flat fire damage. Your hits can't be evaded by blinded enemies, and most importantly, damage penetrates fire resistance against blinded enemies as well, which is really cool because most of the time the enemy also will be blinded as well. And the gloves, we'll be using conversion for fire damage and some intelligence to fill up the attributes that we need, some flat fire damage, and some crit crafted elemental damage. You can see here, right, the gloves are just crap, right? All the gears are crap, okay? They're just crap. You can get these stuff for like 10C or 5C, right? These are really cheap stuff. It's not nothing too fancy, just basic stuff. Res, life, res, move speed, life. Very simple, okay? For the rings, same thing. Flat fire damage to attacks, and res, life, flat fire damage. Very simple, straightforward. That is the gear. Now we're going to talk about the Flask choices. Now the Flask choices here, this is the low budget one, which we are using Divine Life Flask. We are using Adzirius Promise for additional damage boost, DPS, just because you gain 13% up to 15% elemental damage as extra chaos damage. We're going to use the Wise Oak to penetrate up to 15% resistances of the element which your resistance is the highest. In this case, our fire resist is the highest, which is 139%. Therefore, we're going to get penetration for fire. So Wise Oak, and then after that, the Quicksilver Flask for movement speed, and also last but not least, the Diamond Flask for the crit chance, and removal for freeze and chill. Now, if you have a bit more budget, you can go for Cinder Swallow's Urn, but this one will push, defeats the purpose of the budget build. So this flask itself is going to cost you 50 to 60 chaos at least. But you can consider picking up the Dying Sun first. So Dying Sun gives you fire 2 additional arrows on top of whatever arrows you have. So currently now I have 8 arrows plus 2 will be 10 arrows, right? So these two are the optional upgrades if you can afford it. Now for the single target, what you can do is you can see here, if I shoot its area, just like how all the arrow skill is. If I switch out for single target, because how it works is like this, right? So the explosive arrow, when you shoot, it will attach like a mine bomb, a time bomb, and then it will detonate after a certain amount, X amount of seconds, right? So I'm assuming it's about 1.5, 2 seconds ish. So let's say you're going for single target and the target is just one person. Let's assume that Tane here is the boss, right? So if you're shooting like this, it's not going to be concentrated on this target here. So what you can do is change a barrage support on top of the greater multiple projectile support, and then it goes one line instead. So it's more focused this way rather than doing it spreading out, and it's going to be like one explosion here, and then if you change it to barrage support, it's going to be like 5 explosions here. As you see the difference there. So that is for the bossing setup, right? So I'm going to go through the gem links now. So the gem links, since we're going to talk about it, the main gem links, very simple: explosive arrow, link with elemental damage, greater multiple projectiles for clearing. Single target will be barrage support, replacing the GMP. Fire penetration, combustion for more fire damage and fire penetration, and inspiration for crit chance and more elemental damage. Okay, that's the 6 link. Other than that, everything else doesn't have to be 4 linked or 5 linked or whatever. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. So for the bow, I'm using currently now multiple totem support with ballistas totem support and ensnaring arrow. So what does this do? This one gives me a lot more survivability in a sense. When you're going for bossing, what you do is you put down these ballista totems. They will shoot ensnaring arrows. So ensnaring arrows will cause the enemy to take to have less movement speed. It will lock them, and it will cause them to take increased projectile damage from you, which is cool. So it's kind of a debuff for the enemy, which helps you out for in terms of survivability. So it's kind of like they're going to be ensnaring the enemy and pulling them, holding them back, and causing them to take more damage while you damage them. So that's the link for the 3 link here. Haste, just because of the Val Haste, whenever it's up. Portal Gem, as usual, I love Portal Gems. Anger and Herald of Ash. Don't even need to enlighten them unless you want to run a very high level precision. Running here second wind with dash, our mobility for more charges of the dash. For the gloves, spell totem link with wave of conviction for penetration, or you can use flammability for penetration. So you can use usually most of the time I'm just going to use flammability on the bossing so that they get more penetration. They get about 44% fire res penetration. If you when I'm map clearing, I'm going to use wave of conviction. So it depends on what kind of target you're going for. And after that, Grace, just for the Val Grace, just like Val Haste, for more survivability as well. Okay. The belt here, I'm just using Eye Jewel that gives me life and crit chance. Nothing too fancy. For the boots, we have Precision, cast when damage taken with Immortal Call, again, more survivability, and Summon Lightning Golem for more attack speed. And that is the gem links. Now we are going to talk about the Pantheons. Now the Pantheons I'm currently using now is Lunaris and Rizlada, but you're not supposed to take Rizlada. You can use either Garukan or you can use Shakari if you're worried about chaos damage. And that is the Pantheon. The Bandits is very straightforward. It's just going to be helping out Lyra, just for the crit multi and the all resistances, 15%. And last but not least, we are going to talk about the skill tree. Now the skill tree, we're going to start from here, the Ranger. You want to go down here to pick up these nodes because this one gives you life. And then after that, you want to pick up Finesse for attack speed. And then after that, you want to pick up Heart of Oak first for more life, again, and regeneration. And then you can pick up Ballistic Mastery for projectile damage and speed and dexterity. And Aspect of the Eagle for more life, move speed, and damage with bows. Then you want to move down here. And then after that, you move this way, and then you can pick up some penetration if you want Primeval Force. Move up and pick up Herbalism for more life. And then move up. You want to pick up these nodes as soon as you can. So King of the Hill gives you crit chance and knocks back the enemy. And Master of Fletcher gives you arrow speed and also increased damage and attack speed. So this one gives you a huge damage boost for your character, for your bows skills. Going this way, we're going to pick up Lionized Fall. Lionized Fall is really cheap now. 5 chaos, you can pick up a Lionized Fall. Reason why is because we are going to convert all the claw nodes here into bow nodes. So we're going up, picking up the claw nodes. So this one will be converted to bow nodes. So this one gives us crit chance, crit multi. Here mainly gives us a huge chunk of crit chance, a huge chunk of crit multi, and a huge chunk of life and mana leech. This is why we are using these ones here. So these ones are quite important. 5C, very cheap. And then after that, pick up Blood Drinker for more life and life leeching. And then after that, Lethal Assault for more projectile speed and area effect. And then more damage, intelligence. And Assassination for crit multi and crit chance. And also Trickery. Blood Siphon, and then attack speed here for more life and attack speed. And then down here, there is more life nodes, Revenge of the Hunted as well, for more life nodes over here. You can pick up these nodes over here if you want, it's up to you. So this one gives you more penetration as well if you want. And then moving down here this way, we're going to pick Thick Skin for more life as well. And then Point Blank, very important to give you more damage boost. Arrow Dancing for more evasion from projectiles, because most of the time you'll be dying from projectiles. Because you're running around a lot, most of the time you won't be killed by melee, instead you'll be killed by projectiles. So I would strongly suggest Arrow Dancing will be part of your option there. And then after that, you want to pick up Lethality here, so give us, again, huge chunk of crit chance and crit multi. And then moving on this way, we want to pick up Golem Slurp for more life and regeneration. Some socketed gems here, or gem nodes over here. And then after that, Fury Bolts for more projectile speed and projectile damage. Gladiator for more attack speed, and more Bravery for more life here and evasion as well. So we are getting about 5,000 to 6,000 evasion. Not much, but it's there, you know, it's there. The gems here, the socketed gems, I'm just using some life with projectile speed and projectile damage. Another one will be here, crit chance, life, and attack speed as well. Nothing too fancy. Very straightforward, very simple build, very budget, very fun to play with. Just watch it detonate. See? Boom, boom. Okay, pros and cons, very simple. Pros, very fun to play with, very good clear speed. Deadeye, always mobile, run around, you know, speed through maps if you can deal with it, no problem. The cons, single target and squishy. As all ranger builds, they are always squishy, so to make up for it, you have to kill them before they kill you. Very simple, straightforward. But hey, for less than 50C, no complaints, right? Flask cannon, yes. For you guys out there, if you guys have any more comments and suggestions, please drop a comment below. If you like my video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I do build guides almost every week for you guys to enjoy. I'm just focusing more on budget series, and I think budget series is the way to go to provide more quality videos to help you guys out. And I hope you guys have a wonderful week and a wonderful weekend. I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.